get mad, you get to talking this talk. And he'll cut your brake line and all kind of stuff. But if I go off a cliff, I'll be smiling all the way. Because if I just make it another few weeks, I'll be 75 years old. How many struggling niggas you ever know that was 75? There ain't none of them make it, not one. And the ones that are that age now, they're in jail. They won't speak out. My friends, can't get them to say nothing. Well, they're still in Africa in exile. What about the movement? What about this? What about that? Right? So you sit around and you wait on everybody. And you wait 50 years, 40 years, you just wait. Pretty soon you say, well, we got to get busy. The first problem the Shia community have to solve or subjugate is marjiyat and sub-marjiyat, because they have cliques within cliques, and they have to push for Islam first. Islam first, then your madhab. Then Velayati Faqih. Then, yeah, marji, it's okay if you have the same marji around. But if he's not pushing for what we're talking about today, he done missed the boat. Now, I know that makes a lot of people mad. In fact, I might have to amend that statement. Look. Marja means you have to lead the people and you have to know what time and where you're leading them. How you gonna get there, right? This is not what they said, rocket science. Everything is right there. They're trying to finish off Iran. Iraq has been invaded. They done destroyed Mosul. They done destroyed monuments in Syria, Palmyra. They done destroyed their idea. And old Don said, I got 52 spots picked out in Persia. In Iraq, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon is gone. Next door, a few blocks away, is Shiraz. All them great Persian-looking things from thousands of years ago, that's where they are. This crackpot is saying, hey, we're going to do you like we've been doing. The Saudis, under the guise of Jahiliyyah and getting rid of all of that stuff. There's nobody in the world for thousands of years. That big Buddha in Bamiyan, them Salafi dummies blew the thing up. First of all, you can't destroy those type of monuments. You know, churches, mosques, synagogues, where Allah's name is remembered. And who else blew it up? All the Afghan rulers and the great rulers from the, like Safavid dynasty, that would be the Mughals. Why ain't nobody else blew it up? Right? Why ain't nobody blew it up? Because there's no problem. Plus, if you're starving to death, and you got people coming from all over the world to see that, hey, you gotta be crazy. They are crazy, but a real menacing crazy. All in Central Africa and everywhere. Christians and Muslims, they've started wars, kidnapping Christian girls, right? Taking them and making them whatever they want to do. That's these, and killing Muslims and anybody else they could, Boko Haram. Where they come from? Where are they getting the money? Saudi Arabia. Okay. What this means is a lot of things this Liberation Army should keep to itself, but it should drift out to the world that we're taking ourselves out of your orbit. You're not going to tell us what to do anymore because you're not just and you're not honest. Right? You're just not any good. We're not going to allow you to do that to us anymore. And if you don't like it, you have the Fifth Fleet. Now, this is only talk that I'm giving. I'm saying this is what everybody should do. Just like the Department of Strategic Studies, they don't say you got to do this, you got to do that. No, so we're not saying that. But suppose the Fifth Fleet in Bahrain, they're jailing people in Bahrain every day, all day long. 80% of the people are Shias. 20% rulers are Sunnis, causing all of this trouble. The Fifth Fleet is in Bahrain. The Fifth Fleet is, might as well call it Pearl Harbor, because they can't go nowhere. They got all that power blocked up in there. And Iranian missiles now, and they're cooking out tons of them now. By the minute we speak, they run off the assembly line. Why? Because they know, the military know about where they are. What we're trying to do is, it's kind of like if we were directing things a little bit, is if they get out of line, Saudi Arabia, who's been slaughtering the Muslims, just cut off Qatif and all those, call it Shiistan. That's where all the oil is in Saudi Arabia, in the eastern provinces. What's the cost? You never know what the cost is of action, but inaction is proven. The Indians let the white folks come. It's too late. They put them on reservations. What are they going to do with our property? What are they going to do with the Muslims? They're already doing it. They're using everything they got against us. They're using all the money. When we call the Triangle of Terror, it's deeper than that. The Triangle of Terror, Saudi Arabia, whether it's a liberation army, not attached to anybody, it's the liberation movement. Volunteer liberation army. First, let's go and liberate Yemen. The slaughter there, the cholera. Hey man, they got all the ports blocked, and see, they know what they're doing. Just like the Israelis know what they're doing in Palestine, it comes a time when you say, cut, sorry, that's it. Okay? This is the same for us here. We're going through our own process right now before the cameras. We're going through our same process with Iranians who are in charge downtown. Okay, we have to clear up those ladies in information center that you see on TV every day coming from Iran. We know them. They took Shahada in our Masjid in 1982 in Denver. They're not doing right. They're in power. They're exercising power. Margbag America out there in Manassas, because I used to, when I first got here, I was using the Muslim house for a while and given on 16th Street. And then they had sold it. So the country said, hey, uh, you got all your books and stuff, you could bring them all out and put them in my garage. Because he had been telling me, come out to the farm and, just stay there. I said, no, I don't want to go to the farm. I'm from the farm. So I went out there to take my books, a couple of truckloads of books I already had. So he said, yeah, you could put that down. I said, this is the farm? I looked around, I said, how many acres is this? He said, it's 32 acres, it's right out there. 32 acres is close to the city. Of course, they didn't build, everything is built up there now. It was on the way then. So this is the farm? So yeah, I looked at the house, I thought a little house with a chimney. You know what I mean, fireplace, a farm, old-time farm like where we live. I looked at that big structure, the house, and all of that. I said, this is the farm? I said, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. The farm was serious. The farm, they had dug out a big ditch. It was like a pool. They had a little dock on it. It was right there on the farm, too. And I used to go out there in the morning, and I could take a 5-gallon bucket, and I would put some bread in there, and I just dip it in there, and I could just pull out fish by the bucket load. I was pulling, that's the way I fished. I didn't fish with I just put all of them in there, and I just, it was unbelievable. But anyway, so I hung with Mark Baramrika, as we called him, for several months. I think it was 1990 we bought the Masjid around the corner. And I came here in 89, and we spent a long time fixing on that. So, I watched how people, see, when I came here, I had the game down already. I mean, so psychologically, I looked at what happened, I said, oh, all the Sunnis, a lot of the Sunnis had become Shias, which for me is no problem. But then I wanted to know, how did they become Shias? What was the process? They just like Shias with it. And then I looked at Mark Bagamrika and how he treated me. Oh, rubbing you on your back, and get into a little bit of literature. Now, doesn't that make sense? And I looked at it as, boy, it's stupid. Because remember, I come out of the gangster world. So whatever he was doing is still child's play. But for everybody else, it was big. Then I looked at this Juma. I said, how did it get to be? By that time it had cut down. I looked at the Juma outside. And I could go out there sometime. But I wondered, how did it? So after I had hung around with everybody for a while, and I said, oh, that's what happened. All the Masjid in D.C. was black, right? They played like they took over the Islamic Center, right? They played, pretended. Mark Bagamrika and all of them was hitting it. They was managing this. And then, after they got them there for a while, they closed down all the African-American centers, and everybody was locked in at the Islamic Center. Then, they threw them out. And they never rebuilt again. So a few of them went to the Juma outside, the street prayer. But remember, you can't build a community going to Juma once a week. He would never use the IEC. If they put me out of one spot, just open up IEC. The school that they've been had out there for 50 years, 40 years, 30 years. Used to be the black school. They started in the basement. So they manipulated, took over the school, and now you can't find no Negroes out there. You just can't find them. First, when I first came here, it was Negroes, few Persians in the school, all the kids. One of the best schools in the country. It's one of the best schools in the country. So I watched all that. So Mark by America, I figured out from talking to people when I go to Iran that was in exile, that yeah, it was whatever it did. Mark by America let it. The guy's been over there since 1980, 40 years. Last time I saw him, he was obese. Minimum of 4, really obese, like obese. Maybe 400 pounds, at least. At least. Broken-hearted. When I first came there for years, he would take me to meet the Iraqis, I'd meet the Kurds. He lived there. He wrote in the newspaper, so he put me in the newspaper many times. Kehan, he worked for the newspaper. He was well connected. Sometimes the longer you're gone, the more if you haven't gained certain skills, the longer you're gone from a place. See, one thing about America, I just remember the America that I used to know when we used to travel. I used to travel sometime out of Oakland. I just go up to Portland, Oregon. So the question was, where's everybody at? In other words, where's the black people at? So the first black person you see, they say, oh, we over such and such a place. When you get in that area, the smells, the sounds, you at home. Because it's all the same way you left. So each city we would go, we didn't have to have no green, was that a green book? Didn't nobody need no green book? Where's everybody at? And then they tell you, it's a real nice car you got there, buddy. That's what a guy from Boston said. He was going to the University of Washington up in Seattle. He said, guys like you, they want to put up with that here. So the next day, I went and bought me a 1960 Oldsmobile with snow tires on it and parked that big pretty car. He was right. He was right. 5 years later, Cadillac Brown, the dope dealer from Oakland, older than me, he came up to Seattle. The government put him in jail in Walla Walla for 25 years. The mayor, they confiscated his big old Brougham, and the mayor drove it. That became the property of the government, the mayor. They used his. I said, boy, I'm glad I got out of that car. But I just parked it because the people telling you, and you watching this people in the street, ooh, look at that's what we used to do here. Ooh, look at that. So when I got my 60 Oldsmobile, I went to a car wash and I was talking to the guys, that got the little Cadillacs and stuff, playing. He said, yeah, man, it's a brother, you come from California? Man, there's one California license plate. He was talking about me. Man, that boy, you ought to see it. It's got a big H on it, it's got a hood, it got it's elephant hide on the top of the car. You know what boy? I said, I'm glad I got rid of that. I didn't get rid of it, I just parked it in the white neighborhood of all places. Anyway, so I realized from experience where Mark Montgomery was coming from. He rubbed me on the back for years using 2-cent con stuff that wouldn't work on nobody, but maybe some of the brothers here he'd drink, because they respected it. stayed out at the farm, had a good time, and then I came on over here, you know, and opened up. And one of the cookbooks I gave over on A Street, I said, we bought this ourselves. We did this ourselves. He did a little bit, fixing up this, that. He did a little bit because he's a carpenter. Gave some good advice on some stuff, but I want everybody to know this place, we put this together here. You know. And that was the first masjid that had came to life after the breakdown. It was the first masjid. So over there, you should have seen how we got all those people. Everybody from the old days was over there. Everybody was over there. All the people would be parked all up and down the street. To this day, I don't know how we got all those people in that little building. I have no idea. They was just in there. Packed in there. And we had the sister side over here, the brother side. To this day, I don't know. Can you imagine? I don't have any idea. It's like Allah just expanded the place, and we was not uncomfortable. We had air conditioning. It was nice. It was just nice. Okay, but anyway, we have to make a quantum leap, and we're in a process. This is a quantum leap now. Why is it a quantum leap? Because they wanted to get us tied down to a place, a base area. You stay on that base area, you stay on that plantation, you stay on that farm, and they'll come and wipe you out, or they'll slow you down. We don't have to worry about getting Oakland back. We'll get it back when we get ready. We're not going to be, you don't have to worry about it today or tomorrow, because it's this time. This is the time. Okay, now. So global realignment in a new era. This is a new era. We were saying pre-Soleimani, post-Soleimani. Tell the truth, how does it seem like after he was martyred? It's on a roller coaster. Not really, it's on the So on February the 11th, we're hoping to hear things in this direction that don't give everything away, but it sets